Let me ask you something. How comfortable are you right now? Are you satisfied with where you are in life? Because if you are, that might just be the very thing holding you back. See, comfort is tricky. It feels good, it's familiar, it's safe, but comfort is the enemy of progress. It lulls you into a false sense of security, making you believe that everything is fine the way it is. But deep down, you know better, don't you? There's that nagging feeling inside telling you that there's more out there for you, that you were made for more. When I think about my own life, I wasn't always where I am today. I spent years struggling, working jobs that didn't fulfill me, barely scraping by, just trying to make ends meet. I was comfortable in the sense that I wasn't taking any risks, but I was deeply uncomfortable inside because I knew I wasn't living up to my potential. I was stuck in a rut, afraid to make a move, afraid to fail. And that's the thing. Fear of failure keeps us locked in our comfort zones. We cling to what's familiar because the unknown is terrifying. But let me tell you something. Nothing extraordinary happens in the comfort zone. Every single person you look up to, every success story you've ever heard, every dream that's been realized was made possible because someone stepped out of their comfort zone. They dared to take a risk, to face the possibility of failure, and to chase after something bigger than themselves. Comfort will keep you stuck, spinning your wheels, living a life of just enough. But God didn't put you on this earth to live a life of mediocrity. He created you for greatness, and that greatness is waiting for you, but you'll never find it if you're too scared to leave the safety of your comfort zone. Let me tell you what comfort looks like. It's that job you've had for years, the one that pays the bills but doesn't excite you. It's the routine you go through day after day, knowing deep down you're capable of more but too afraid to go after it. It's staying in relationships that don't fulfill you because it's easier than being alone. It's the excuses you make for why you can't start that business, chase that dream, or take that leap of faith. Comfort is seductive. It convinces you that where you are is good enough. But good enough isn't living, it's existing. When you choose comfort, you choose to stay small. You choose to let fear dictate your life. But the truth is, the life you want, the success you dream of, is on the other side of your comfort zone. It's waiting for you, but you've got to be willing to be uncomfortable to get there. Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you're stretched, challenged, and pushed beyond what you thought you were capable of. I remember when I was at rock bottom, living in my car with nothing to my name. I was at a crossroads. I could have stayed in that place of defeat, told myself that was as good as it was going to get, but something inside of me wouldn't let me settle. I had a vision, a dream, and I knew that the only way to make it happen was to leave behind what was comfortable and take a chance on myself. It wasn't easy. I failed more times than I can count. But each time I got up, dusted myself off, and kept going, I grew stronger, and eventually I broke through. That's the thing about stepping out of your comfort zone. At first it feels impossible. It feels scary. You'll fall, you'll fail, and you'll want to run back to what's familiar. But every time you push forward, you get a little closer to your breakthrough. Every time you take a step, even when it's uncomfortable, you grow, you learn, you evolve. And before you know it, the dreams you thought were out of reach start to become your reality. I need you to understand this. You are not meant to stay the same. Life is about growth, and growth requires change. Change is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. It's how you become the person you were always meant to be. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. You'll never experience the fullness of life, the joy of achieving your dreams, the satisfaction of knowing you gave it your all. So here's my challenge to you. Stop settling for comfort. Stop letting fear keep you from the life you deserve. Take that first step, even if it's small. Step out of the familiar and step into the unknown. Yes, it will be uncomfortable. Yes, it will be scary, but it will also be worth it, because on the other side of your comfort zone is everything you've ever wanted. It's your dreams, your success, your greatness. It's time to wake up, step out, and chase after the life you were meant to live. Stop letting your comfort zone kill your dreams. It's time to live, not just exist. Wake up and start moving toward the greatness that's already inside of you. Let me tell you something that I've learned through my journey to success. If you don't have a vision, you're just wandering through life. Without a vision, you have no destination, no direction, and no purpose guiding you. You're simply moving through each day, doing the same things, living the same life, and wondering why nothing changes. It's like getting in a car and driving without a map, without knowing where you're headed. You just go in circles, stuck in the same place. But when you have a vision, everything changes. A vision is what gives your life focus and meaning. It's the picture of what you want your life to look like, the goals you want to achieve, and the dreams you want to chase. Here's the thing, every successful person you know has a vision. It's not just about wanting something or hoping for something. It's about having a clear, vivid image of what you want and who you want to become. It's about knowing deep in your heart that there's more out there for you, and then aligning everything you do toward making that vision a reality. And that's the key. You can't just sit back and wait for things to happen. You can't just hope that one day you'll get lucky and everything will fall into place. Success doesn't come from wishful thinking. It comes from intentional living. When you have a vision, you're no longer reacting to life, you're creating your life. You're moving with purpose, with clarity, and with determination. But it starts with you. It starts with you taking the time to ask yourself, what do I really want out of this life? You've got to dig deep and be honest with yourself about your desires, your dreams, and your ambitions. Don't limit yourself to what you think is possible or what others say you can achieve. Your vision should be as big as your imagination can make it. God didn't give you those dreams by accident. He placed them inside of you for a reason. That vision you have for your life, that's your purpose calling you. Now, I want you to understand something important here. Having a vision is not about having it all figured out from day one. It's not about knowing every step you need to take or having a perfectly laid out plan. It's about having a destination. Think of your vision like a lighthouse. It's there to guide you, to give you direction, but the path to get there might be winding, and that's okay. The most important thing is that you know where you're headed. A vision gives you a sense of ownership over your life. When you wake up each day with a clear vision in mind, you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances or other people's opinions. You're not swayed by setbacks or distracted by things that don't matter. You're focused, driven, and determined to stay on the path that leads to your vision. That focus gives you power because now you're making decisions that are aligned with where you want to go. Every choice, every action, every opportunity is filtered through that vision. But here's the problem. Most people don't take the time to define their vision. They get caught up in the day-to-day grind and the responsibilities and pressures of life, and they never stop to ask themselves, what do I really want? What's my vision for my future? And without that vision, they wander. They go wherever life takes them, never really living up to their potential, never truly fulfilling the purpose they were put on this earth to fulfill. I don't want that to be you. I don't want you to waste another day wondering. It's time to sit down and write your vision. I don't care if it seems impossible, if it feels too big, or if you don't know how to get there. That's not the point. The point is to get clear on what you want, to make it real by putting it on paper, and to start taking steps toward it. You don't have to know how it's all going to work out, but you have to know where you're going. Once you have that vision, you'll be amazed at how opportunities start to align, how people come into your life to help you, and how doors start to open. But there's another thing I want you to understand. Your vision isn't just for you. Your vision is connected to the people you're going to impact, the lives you're going to touch, and the legacy you're going to leave behind. When you chase your vision, you're not just elevating your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that will inspire and uplift others. You don't know who's watching you, who's looking to you for guidance, for inspiration. When you live out your vision, you give others permission to do the same. You show them what's possible, and that's powerful. Having a vision gives your life meaning. It gives you a reason to wake up every morning with excitement and purpose. Without it, life can feel aimless, like you're just going through the motions. But when you've got a vision, you've got something to strive for, something that pushes you, challenges you, and makes you better. That's how you grow, how you evolve, and how you live a life that's truly fulfilling. So here's my challenge to you. If you don't have a vision for your life, it's time to create one. And if you do have a vision, it's time to commit to it fully. Stop holding back, stop doubting yourself, and stop playing small. Your vision is waiting for you, but you've got to take action. Wake up every day with that vision in your heart and in your mind, and let it guide you, because when you have a vision, you're no longer wandering, you're living with purpose. And that's when life becomes extraordinary.